In today's video, we're going to continue the how to do things that you normally pay for free, and we're going to use the Raspberry Pi. So if you didn't see my last video with Raspberry Pi, just click over here, you will see the video there. Go there, do the things, and then you will be able to do the thing that you're seeing right here. So in this video, we're going to do how to stream your music, your own music, and stop paying on Spotify. And it's very easy how to do it. So the first thing that you have to do is you go to your Open Media Vault that we just did in last video, and then you log in. So for me, I'm going to log in here. And how we can see, this is Open Media Vault. So here we have to go into System and Plugins. And here on search, you type OwnTone. It's a simple application. You just click on it and you click this button here and you will install everything. Now, once you have this one installed, you go to Services, you go to OwnTone, and here when you click, you have to click Enable. Here it's a port. You select whatever port you want, but I do recommend staying with the one that they recommend you to use because, you know, safer this way. And here you select the hard drive. So if you remember last time we mounted hard drives and we made them as SMB so you can access them from the computer. And for me, I have two. I have a 2 TB one and 256 GB one. So the 256 GB, if I go right now to my Raspberry Pi, you will see that that one has music inside of it. So put here. And how you can see, in this one I got two folders, one with music and one with YouTube music. So I can show you guys right now how it's working. So you select this folder and then you simply hit save. Then you click Open UI. In here we have multiple things. So we have playlist if you want to do your playlist. You have your recent added music and everything. Podcast if you want to have podcasts. Authors for books and everything. And here the last one, it's folders. So if I click on music here, you'll see music and YouTube music. Now, what we have to do is you click on the one that you want to play, or you just click play here and it will play songs randomly from all the folders. What I'm going to do is go on YouTube music here. And if I click play, how you can see the music is playing, but there's no sound. Literally, I don't hear anything. And this is where the beauty of this thing comes. Now with Spotify, for example, you can only listen on one device at a time. You won't be able to listen on multiple devices in your house. For example, if you want to listen to the music upstairs and then downstairs in the kitchen, you can't. You can do something with Amazon and Google, like a party, but not all devices work together. For example, I have an Amazon Echo there, and I have an Amazon Free, the 4th generation, and those two, they don't work together. I have to upgrade to the 5th, I think, or the 4th, something like this, to work together, which is kind of stupid because they both have the same feature, but Amazon limit them so you can still buy them. So you're limited. But what you have to do, if you click on this one here, you can see the volume. Now, the music that is playing right now, technically the volume is coming from the server. So in my case, the volume will be on Raspberry Pi. So if I add a speaker to the Raspberry Pi right now, the music will actually work. But I don't want to work. I want to work on multiple devices in my house. So all you have to do, if you click this button here, it will open a stream for you. Now this stream is available to listen to music everywhere, and how you can see, the music is playing right now. But then what happens if you want to listen to music on other devices? Well, that's easy. You just open this stream link to other devices. And let me show you right now an example. So yeah, that's how you can do music all over the place in your house. You simply just open the stream on that device, and that's it. You can either use it at a smart TV, you can use it with your phone, with your tablet, or the easiest way how I use it, I use tablets, and then I connect them via Bluetooth on different speakers, and then that's it. I have music upstairs and downstairs. But what happens if you want to listen to your music when you're not in the house because you want to stream your music? Now see, this is the funny part when it comes, because you can still listen to your music, but then you have to open a port. And personally, I'm not a big fan of opening ports, especially to listen to music, because an open port is a security risk. Doesn't matter how much you're going to protect yourself, it's still a security risk. So what I do, I use Plex. Now with Plex, do keep in mind that this costs a little bit of money. It's not too much, don't get me wrong, it's $3.99 per month. Not Plex Pass. So if you play with Plex Pass, $3.99 per month, or you can literally buy a lifetime support. So that's it. Now Plex, how you guys know, it's a media consumption, so you can watch movies and you can put movies and then stream your movies to your phone, your tablet, wherever you want. And you can easily install it, for example, on Raspberry Pi and things like this. There's also an alternative which is called Jellyfin for it that does the same thing. But with Plex, I'm paying this one, the $3.99 per month, and I have my music with me on my mobile phone, on my tablet, on my smart TV, wherever I want. This is Plex, how you can see, it's 5G, and then you can listen to your music wherever you are in the world with just $3.99. You know, I only have 2 songs here, and how you can see it's literally loading straight away. You don't have any problems using it, but if you do want it for your safety, you do have download, so you can download the music how you do on Spotify and listen to it offline. And to be fair, I do download the music on Spotify, so it's the same thing here. So this is some alternatives that you can do. And for example, with Plex, all you have to do is just you log in, you go to your Plex account, and here for you, how you can see, I have Synology. Now I have my Plex installed on the Synology because I do have movies here, you know, 4K movies, and this one, the movie that you own. So you own the movie, you read them into your computer, and then you just paste them in, things like this. And here I got my playlist, and here I will have my music. Now at the moment, my hard drive for music is actually in the Raspberry Pi, because I really love the feature of sharing the music with all the devices in my house. I really love it. Plex, for example, doesn't do this thing, but with Plex you have multiple users, so you can, even though you're paying $3.99, you will still get the family pack from Spotify, for example. So you can add family members and everybody can listen to your music, everybody can watch your movies, everything from all over the place. Now with Plex paying the $3.99, I'm pretty sure it's more worth it rather than paying the family. I was paying the family with Spotify, and here in the UK it's $14.99 per month. I'm paying $3.99 per month, and with this I managed to ditch my Netflix subscription because I have my movies over here, my Spotify subscription because I have my playlist over here. I just need another hard drive. I need to buy another hard drive so I can add my music to Plex pack. But for Spotify and Netflix, I was paying in total £34.99, and at the moment I'm paying $3.99 because I'm using the family. And how you saw when I log in, I have my family here on Plex. So this is how you can save money easily with Plex or with OwnTone, because it works everywhere. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you really like this video. If you do like it, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Like this, YouTube will notify you with more videos like this one, and I'm going to continue doing a series with things that you can replace for free. I'm going to show you guys how you can watch movies and everything for free, and I'll see you guys in the next one.